It was my first day managing the survey and analysis department's call center at the university. We dialed random phone numbers and asked people to participate in a research survey. My training taught me to be professional and concise, and part of my job was to listen in on employees' calls and give feedback. My talking points? Be polite. Cut short answers that aren't in the pre-selected multiple-choice responses. Be objective. I sat through one employee's 30-minute call where she empathized with the participants' struggle to quit tobacco. Afterward, I reminded her that the survey was designed to take 7 to 10 minutes, and I suggested that her approach could negatively influence the survey's outcomes. Eventually, I became the project and data collection manager for Growing Resilience. I loved this community-based participatory research project, which helped community leaders provide and support home gardens at the Wind River Indian Reservation. It was an outstanding example of how to do research collaboratively and well. We tried to engage and honor participants, listening deeply, making changes to the research where we could, providing meals, helping with childcare, paying for time and travel, and sharing experiences through storytelling. Even the surveys we used accounted for different ways of sharing, allowing participants to complete them electronically, on paper, or read aloud by a researcher. Talking to colleagues about other projects, I learned just how cutting-edge these small acts of humanity were within the research world. At one data collection session, I sat down with a participant who wanted to do her survey verbally. I asked, "About how many hours per week do you think you spent in your garden? 0, 1 to 3 hours, 4 to 7, or more than 1 hour per day?" She started telling me about how, at first, she spent a lot of time in the garden, but then her daughter got sick. I said, "The amount of time may have changed over the year, but on average, about how much time per week do you think you spent in the garden?" She continued to tell me about her daughter's illness and how it didn't leave any time to be in the garden. I was getting ready to try to prompt again, and she said, "And then my daughter passed away." I froze, staring at the survey. Then I looked into her eyes. We had an obligation to the study and to our funders. Eventually, I asked the next question, something about how many vegetables she ate. I got the numbers I needed that day, but her story still echoes in my heart.